In the vast plains of southern Africa, a powerful kingdom rose from the ashes of smaller tribes, unified by the vision of one man. This is the story of the Zulu Empire, a realm forged in the fires of conflict and ambition. At its heart stood a leader whose name would echo throughout history, Shaka Zulu. In the heart of southern Africa, during the late 18th century, a child was born who would change the course of history. Shaka, son of Senzanga Kuna, grew up in hardship, rejected by his father and tormented by his peers. But adversity would only fuel his ambition, shaping him into a warrior with an unyielding spirit. Exiled from his father's crowd, Shaka found refuge with the Mtetwa people. Under the mentorship of Chief Dingiswayo, Shaka learned the art of war. He trained relentlessly, mastering the skills that would one day make him a feared leader. Upon the death of his father, Senzanga Kona, Shaka returned to claim his rightful place as the leader of the Zulu. With the support of Dingiswayo, he swiftly overthrew his half-brother Sigujana, establishing himself as the undisputed king of the Zulu people. Shaka was not content with mere leadership. He sought to revolutionize the Zulu military. Abandoning traditional methods, he introduced the short stabbing spear, the Iklwa, and reorganized the army into disciplined regiments or amabuto. These changes transformed the Zulu into a military powerhouse. With his army strengthened, Shaka began a campaign of conquest, subduing neighboring clans and bringing them under Zulu's control. His methods were ruthless but effective as the Zulu nation expanded rapidly. One of Shaka's most notable early victories was the Battle of Jikokli Hill. Outnumbered by the enemies, Shaka used clever tactics to lure them into a trap, effectively destroying them and securing a decisive victory that further solidified his reputation as a brilliant strategist. With victory after victory, Shaka's vision of a unified Zulu nation began to take shape. He was no longer just a warrior, but a leader with a dream of a powerful Zulu empire that would stand strong against any foe. With his army well trained and his strategies unmatched, Shaka embarked on a series of campaigns that would extend the borders of the Zulu Kingdom far beyond its original borders. Clan after clan fell before the might of the Zulu, each conquest adding to Shaka's growing empire. Through conquest and diplomacy, Shaka united the different clans under his rule, forming the Zulu Kingdom. This was not just a military achievement, but a social and cultural revolution, as Shaka imposed new laws and customs, binding his people together into a single powerful nation. The rise of the Zulu Kingdom had far-reaching consequences across southern Africa. As Shaka expanded his territory, other clans were displaced, leading to a period of mass migration and warfare known as the Mfekane. Entire societies were uprooted, moving far away, reaching even Malawi and Tanzania. In one of the many battles that marked this period, Shaka faced off against Zwide, leader of the Ndwandwe. The Battle of the Mlatuze River was fierce and bloody, but Shaka's tactical genius once again prevailed, securing another victory for the Zulu Empire. Under Shaka's rule, the Zulu Empire reached the heights of its power. The kingdom was a formidable force, feared by its enemies and respected by its allies. The people prospered, and the Zulu nation stood united under their indomitable king. But even as the Zulu Empire flourished, cracks began to appear. Shaka's relentless drive for power and control led to growing unrest among his people. His paranoia grew. His once loyal subjects began to question his rule. The seeds of discord were sown, setting the stage for his eventual downfall. In 1828, Shaka's reign came to a sudden and violent end. Betrayed by his half-brothers, Dingane and Mlangana, Shaka was assassinated in his own crowd. The great king who had built the Zulu Empire was struck down, his death marking the end of an era. After Shaka's death, Dingane seized the throne, eliminating his brother Mlangana in the process to remove any threat to his right to ascend the throne. But Dingane was no Shaka. Though he inherited a powerful empire, he lacked his brother's vision and strength, and his rule was fraught with challenges. Dingane's rule soon faced a new threat: the arrivals of the Voortrekkers, Dutch-speaking settlers moving into Zulu territory. Tensions escalated as both sides vied for control of the land, leading to a series of confrontations that would test Dingane's leadership. In an attempt to negotiate with the Voortrekkers, Dingane invited their leader, Piet Retief, and his party to his kraal. But the negotiations were a ruse. On Dingane's orders, Retief and his men were massacred, sparking a war that would have devastating consequences for the Zulu Kingdom. The massacre of Piet Retief led to a decisive battle at Blood River. The Voortrekkers, outnumbered but determined, formed a defensive laager of weapons and repelled wave after wave of Zulu attacks. The battle ended in a crushing defeat for Dingane, marking a turning point in the Zulu-Voortrekker conflict. Dingane's defeat at Blood River weakened his position, and internal dissent grew. His half-brother, Mpande, seized the opportunity to challenge Dingane's rule. With the support of the Voortrekkers, Mpande defeated Dingane and took the throne, bringing a brief period of stability to the Zulu Kingdom. Unlike his predecessors, Mpande sought to secure his rule through diplomacy. He forged an alliance with the British, recognizing their growing power in the region. This alliance brought a fragile peace to the Zulu Kingdom, but it also marked the beginning of increased foreign influence over Zulu affairs. Under Mpande's rule, the Zulu Kingdom enjoyed a period of relative peace and stability. But this peace was fragile, as the kingdom remained under constant threats from both internal and external forces. The Zulu people continued to live with the memories of past glories and the uncertainties of an uncertain future. After Mpande's death, his son Seshwayo ascended to the throne. Seshwayo was a strong and determined leader, but his reign was overshadowed by growing tensions with the British Empire. The British, seeking to expand their control in Southern Africa, saw the powerful Zulu Kingdom as a threat to their ambitions. In 1878, the British delivered an ultimatum to Seshwayo, demanding that he disband his army and submit to British authority. Seshwayo refused, and war was declared. The Zulu warriors, armed with traditional weapons, prepared to defend their lands against one of the world's most powerful empires. The first major battle of the Anglo-Zulu War took place at Isandlwana. In a stunning and unexpected victory, the Zulu warriors, armed with spears and shields, overwhelmed the British forces, who were equipped with modern rifles and artillery. It was a moment of triumph for the Zulu, but one that would soon be overshadowed by the realities of war. The victory at Isandlwana was short-lived. The British, shocked by their defeat, quickly regrouped and sought revenge. The Zulu warriors, though victorious, were left to mourn their dead and prepare for the inevitable British retaliation. In the days following Isandlwana, a small British garrison at Rock's Drift faced an overwhelming Zulu assault. Despite being heavily outnumbered, the British soldiers, led by Lieutenant John Chard and Lieutenant Gonville Bromhead, held their ground in a desperate and heroic defense that became legendary in British military history. The final blow to the Zulu Empire came at the Battle of Ulundi. The British, now fully committed to crushing the Zulu resistance, launched a decisive assault on the Zulu capital. The Zulu forces, exhausted and outnumbered, were defeated, and Ulundi fell, marking the end of the Zulu Empire. With the fall of Ulundi, the once great Zulu Empire was dismantled, and the kingdom was incorporated into British South Africa. But the legacy of the Zulu people endures. Their courage, resilience, and rich cultural heritage continue to inspire and resonates throughout Southern Africa and beyond. Though the Zulu Empire fell, Shaka Zulu's legacy continues to resonate, a testament to his extraordinary leadership and vision. His reforms in military strategy, societal organization, and statecraft set a standard that many would seek to emulate but few would achieve. It is a reminder that while empires may rise and fall, the legacies they leave behind can shape the course of history for generations to come.